A now classic British film gets an update in a prequel form on Paramount Plus. Let's talk about Sexy Beast. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for Sexy Beast. This is airing on Paramount Plus. It serves as a prequel to the popular 2000 movie, which I've never seen, by the way. I'm not sure if that affected my viewing at all, but we'll get into this here in just a second. First, though, let me welcome you back to Dan Reviews It. If you are not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing down below there. Hit that notification bell to make sure you know when all my videos drop. Or if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much. Please hit that like button or comment below. All that stuff does, of course, also help the channel out. All right, so Sexy Beast, like I mentioned, I have not seen this movie. I'm aware of it. I know it is sort of a classic in that era of all of those kind of heist movies that were going on, some of the Guy Ritchie stuff, the Ocean's movies, were just kind of getting underway in the early 2000s. And this kind of fits like right in with those films, as far as the lore goes of Sexy Beast. It was not a hit, I think, upon release. It was one of those that kind of through word of mouth and DVD and, maybe cable viewings at the time, sort of made it more of a cult hit. So was anybody asking for a sequel or a prequel to this? Probably not. But look, they're always looking for content on these streamers. And we did just, I guess, last year have the Full Monty, which is right around that time. I think that was like the late 90s. They made that into a TV show. So, they're always mining the IP for ideas. So in this one, we trace the origins of the relationship between best friends and thieves Gal Dove and Don Logan. Gal here is played by James McArdle, who has done a bunch of the British stuff, but a lot of theater stuff. He actually won an Olivier Award for Angels in America, so more maybe on the theater tip. I didn't really recognize him, but maybe I've seen him in some smaller roles. And then Don Logan is played by Eamon Elliott. Again, I don't know a lot of these people. I watch, British shows sometimes, but I'm definitely not as familiar with all of the people. So I didn't really recognize these two guys. But you have Sarah Green here as well, playing Dee Dee Harrison. Again, a lot of theater stuff on her end. All right, so look, again, I'm not sure if this colored my opinion of the show, not having watched the movie, not knowing these characters, but I didn't really care about these people at all. I ended up watching 3 of the, I think it's 8 episodes total. I watched 3 of them, and by the end of the 3rd one, I was just like, man, I'm just out on this show. None of these characters are really appealing to me that much, and it just was very slow moving getting anything going. Like, to me, a heist movie or show is supposed to be exciting and thrilling, and there's a lot of action here, and there just was hardly none in this. The heist portion almost takes a back seat to, okay, let's learn about the history of these characters. And, so might this have been better served as a 2-hour movie? Sure, maybe. If it gets us to the action a little quicker, if it gets us to the meat and potatoes of the story a little bit quicker. And look, I love a thick British accent, as much as anybody, think maybe not quite as Cockney as like Don Cheadle in the Ocean's movies. But when they're all talking like that, I have to admit, I do get a little bit lost. I had the subs on as well, so I could see a little bit more what they were saying to each other. Those really thick accents. I'm like, okay, I want to be, on board with what you're saying. I gotta know what it is, though. So yeah, this one, definitely watch it with the subs on if you're like me, and sometimes the really thick accents, get you a little bit lost. It did not make me want to see the film either. A lot of times these things, if I didn't see the original source material, will maybe, okay, well, now that I sort of know these characters, now I want to know what happened to them, in the movie or whatever. And if anything, it made me want to watch it less. But the hope is obviously that the movie is better than this. This is just, it wasn't like terrible necessarily. The acting was fine. I just think that the pacing was a slog for this, and I'm not sure, whether it was Paramount's idea or the producer's idea. Hey, let's make this into an 8-episode series. All right, but move it along. Give us a little bit more action. If I'm almost halfway through the season and it's not just doing it for me, I think that's an issue. So look, I'm going to leave Sexy Beast with a C minus. If you loved the movie, maybe you will be more drawn to this. But I looked on the Rotten Tomatoes, and critically, it's in like the mid 30%. So not great there either. Maybe I'm not alone in my thoughts, even if you have seen the movie. But in any event, you can check that out now if you're so interested on Paramount Plus. All right, thank you for watching Dave Reviews It. I'll see you next time.